The INH command inhibits program execution and waits on a flag condition to be true. INH2 waits until bit 2 turns on. This could also be coded as INH-BIT2. INH-516 waits until master 0 is not moving. INH-bit 516 is also valid. Again, be careful using these in non-motion programs progs 8 through 15. These share one time slice, and inhibiting one non-motion program will inhibit all the non-motion programs. INH will only look at one flag at a time. If you're needing to look at multiple inputs at a time, use the IHPOS, such as input parameter P4096. You could use IHPOS P4096 parentheses 3, 0, and it would be waiting for P4096 to be greater than 3, so both bits 0 and 1 are turned on. There is also an optional timeout, such as INH32 parentheses 1.5 would wait until bit 32 turns on or 1.5 seconds has elapsed. In our example program, if we wanted to put a 1 second dwell between our moves, we can do this using INH-516 and DWL, which is the dwell command of 1 second. These graphs show the difference with and without an inhibit. On the left we command X5 and set 33, waiting 1 second. The motion is started and immediately the output turns on. If we'd rather wait until the move is complete and then turn on the output, as on the right, place the INH-516 to wait until master 0 is done with its interpolated move and then set 33. IHPOS inhibits on a position until the parameter passes a given set point or an optional timeout is reached. IHPOS P6160 parentheses 40,000, 5.5 would wait until axis 1's encoder is greater than 40,000 counts or 5.5 seconds has elapsed. If this is an 8000 resolution encoder, this would be 5 revs. Doing a minus in front of the parameter would have it as less than. You may also set the timeout to 0, effectively inhibiting program execution for the parameter condition to be reached. Below, for an EPL demo, here we're waiting on the actual position P12290 to reach 5 revs or 5.5 seconds has passed, and then turn on bit 3840, which is output 0, on the first Aries PE X-axis unit. Wait 1 second and then move to absolute 10. Programmers can make their code more legible using comments. This can be done 2 ways. REM is for remarks and is stored within the program. This can be on its own line starting with REM, or at the end of the command line with space :space as a delimiter. Note, do not put comments on the same line as labels. Second, an apostrophe character has to be on its own line and is stripped on download by the controller. This wouldn't be available for uploading, but minimizes program space used in the controller. To have a program run automatically on PowerUp, use the PBOOT command. This must be the first line within a program. Any or all programs and PLC programs can be a PBOOT. Issuing PBOOT from the terminal window will start all PBOOT programs. Another basic command is attach. Commonly, when first walking up to a machine, attach and PPU are the first commands used. Attach shows which axes are attached as slaves to the masters. This shows axis 0 is attached to program 0 and its alias is X. PPU is the pulses per user unit. This is the axis scaling factor set in the scaling screen of the configuration wizard. Move commands, velocity values, etc. are all programmed in user units, such as revs for our EPL demo. PPU value of 1 means the user units are encoder counts. Issuing the command without a value will report back the current setting. Always use res command after changing the PPU. If the motor is not traveling the expected distance or speed, check the PPU setting to be sure the scaling is correct for the system. EXE is the excess position error, which is the maximum error allowed between the commanded and actual encoder position. This is scaled in user units. The drive faults and disables when this limit is reached. If you use EXE-Y2, this will set both the positive and negative maximums to 2 units. However, you can have different values for both the positive and negative error limits. Be sure that EXE is not 0. If EXE is set to 0, it will fault anytime motion is commanded. EXE 0 does not turn off position error monitoring. To do this, you need to clear the Enable EXE response bit, which is bit 8469 for access 0. However, this can cause problems and it'd be a better idea to set this to a large value.